Okay, so Hare Krishna, everyone, and welcome to today's Gita Gyan session of chapter 18. So let's start with prayers. Om Agyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschat Deshe Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. So welcome everyone. So let's start chapter 18, shloka number 19. Okay. So in this, Krishna tells that Jnanam Karma Cha Karta Cha Tridhaiv Gun Bhedatah प्रोच्यते गुण संख्याने यथा वृक्षणो तान्यपि. So that means, as the translation goes, according to the different modes of material nature, there are three kinds of knowledge, action, and performer of action. Now hear of them from me. So here, in a way, you can say Krishna starts a new chapter within chapter 18, where he talks about the three different modes of nature. And according to the three modes of nature, that is goodness, passion, and ignorance, what are the various kinds of action, performer, and the knowledge. For example, when we talk of the knowledge, so if you see the knowledge that is based on the mode of goodness, what is that knowledge? The knowledge of scriptures, the knowledge of God, the knowledge about Krishna, what Krishna is, how great he is. So all those things that deals with scriptural injunctions, those things are those knowledge. That knowledge is known as mode of goodness. When we talk of rajogun, then the material knowledge that we eat, sleep, earn money, we do a lot of business, all this knowledge, how to do business, how to and increase our per capita income, how to increase our turnover, all these knowledge are known as in the mode of passion. And when we talk of ignorance, then all unethical, biased, unsocialized knowledge that we have, with which we think that we can cheat other persons. All these knowledge, you will see a lot of knowledge is floating today in internet, with which we tend and we do cheat each other. And we think that, okay, I have cheated this person and today I have won. Huh? So these type of knowledge are categorized in three different categories. So if we see, if whatever Krishna would be speaking down the lane in further upcoming shlokas, actually he has already told of all these things. If we talk about chapter 14, where we dealt with all the three modes of nature in detail, whether it's mode of goodness, ignorance, or passion, we came across in detail. So again, but here Krishna is just bifurcating that a mode of in one mode, a knowledge that I'm gaining, okay, or a knowledge that I'm imparting. So that knowledge comes into which category, and accordingly, whether we talk of action or the performer of action, because the action is the act that we do, and the person who is acting, or the person who is doing the act, is known as a performer of action. So in this, if you read Prabhupada's purport, so in this, Prabhupada has written a very golden statement in that, because we already know about mode of ignorance, goodness, passion, everything we know. We have read so many times, and number of times we have heard and read and even told people. But one statement that Prabhupada has written is just like a golden statement, where Prabhupada writes that leave about mode of ignorance and mode of passion. Let's talk about mode of goodness. So we often tend and often we feel that mode of goodness is super. It's absolute. We should be in mode of goodness, and we often suggest people, advise people that no, we should be in mode of goodness. We should get up early. We should attend Mangalarti. We should eat good fruits or food that is in the mode of goodness. We should be in goodness, we often tell. But Prabhupada writes a very beautiful statement that even the mode of goodness is also binding. We think that, I'll tell you a very short story. It's a very good story where it tells that even a slight desire, whether it is a desire of nothing wrong, good desire, but even that slight desire brings us back into this physical body. So a sadhu was there, a very renounced sadhu, very like, he never had an ashram, never had a disciple, nothing. He just used to go around doing devotional service, doing bhakti. And he always used to wander in jungles. So when once he was in a forest, so he was lying down, he was like, everything, nothing he possessed, even just like a digambar, even not clothes. He just used to wander here and there, doing Krishna's bhakti. He was very good saint. So one day he was lying under a tree. So it was a olden time, so we didn't had Mercedes or helicopter or jet airways that we could fly, and we could go across ships and all the other things. So we had to walk. So one day a princess got married. A prince got married. So all the prince and, as we say, like the grooms, the entire families and DJ and all those were going through. So they went through that path on where that sadhu was lying beside. So when that sadhu saw this prince, very means awesome look, means the entire ambience was super. So when he saw, see, till now he was completely detached. He never had a spark in his mind that okay, I can lead a different life. But when he saw this prince, it came in his mind that okay, I'm doing good. It's not that I'm doing anything wrong. But this life, super. I, if I get a chance, I want to live this life, the life of a prince. And we always know the life of prince. Like nowadays, you see the life, the boy, and the life of the those son and daughters of big film stars or politicians. They drink, they all unethical habits they have, they possess, they do, they act. So when this sadhu got this desire that I also should get this life of at least once. So immediately after a few days, he died, and next life he got a life of a prince. Got birth in a kingdom. He and there he they had two brothers. He was small. He was small, and he had an elder brother. So as princes used to do, he used to do all crap things, drinking, roaming around with girls and all crap things that he could do. But at the end, see, that's what we say, right? As Bhagavad Gita says, Swalpamapasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. So even if you do a pinch of devotional service, it will stay forever in your life. So in that prince life also, this sadhu had one good thing, only one good thing. What was a good thing? That he never disobeyed his elder brother. And his elder brother was completely detached from the entire kingdom. He was a complete sadhu. He never stayed in the kingdom. He used to go around all pilgrimages. Sometimes he used to come and again he used to stay for a few days and again he used to depart. So this sadhu, which who took birth as a prince, so he had only one good habit, that he never disobeyed his elder brother's statement. If one statement came from his elder brother, then he used to leave everything, whatever you call so. He used to leave everything and just follow his brother's statement. So like this happened. So one day his brother told, see, I have been to this kingdom after so many days. I have stayed for so many days now. Let's do one thing, that always I go to pilgrimages, but I never take you with me. Let's do one thing. Let's go together this time. So as he used to obey blindly, he said, okay. So he went, both of them went to Dwarika. So see, this is how the devotional service that you do comes out when you get a spark. So when both of them went, so this elder brother started singing a song in front of Dwarikadhish. So when he sung, it was awesome song, awesome bhajan. In fact, after that, he told his small brother, this prince, "You sing." So he started singing, and when he started singing, the memory or whatever he did in his past life, all the bhajans, all the songs that he had memorized in his past life, all of a sudden came out from his mouth. And he just went on singing, went on singing, went on singing. So after this, Lord himself, Lord Dwarikadhish himself, instructed the head pujari that go and give this Mahaprasad to the person who is wearing a dress of green color. So on that day, he was wearing a dress of green color, and his brother was wearing a dress of white color. So when Dwarikadish himself told the head pujari, go and give this Mahaprasad to him. So he instructed the other pujaris, take this Mahaprasad and give to the person who is wearing a green dress. So when the pujaris went and gave his this awesome Mahaprasad, which is not given to everyone, then he started, feeling very ashamed that, hey, no, 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 this. He said that this prasad is not for me. I am not a sadhu. I am not a devotee. I am a very wicked person. This prasad should have been for my brother. He is a sadhu. So they said, no, 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 no. It is for you only. That head pujari has told us. Then he told, no, no, I think there is some communication gap. Please go back and ask whether this is for me or for this is for my brother. Then at the end, when there was a lot of communication, the head pujari himself came. And when that head pujari came, he told, no, this is not for your brother, but this is for you only. Lord Dwarikadhish himself has came in my dreams and told me that this prasad should be given to you. So when this was told, so he took the prasad and they departed. So in the night, this elder brother, he started getting that feeling and he started crying and yelling at God, Lord, that Lord, I did so much bhajan in my life, but I never got your mercy. But my brother, who never does bhajan, who is always intoxicating, always roaming about with, girls and doing all nonsense, he got his mercy. How come? The Lord Dwarikadish came in his dream and he said, let's see, the brother whom you have is not a simple person. The amount of devotion that you have done in his life, in your life, this life, he has done 100 times devotion service in his past life, just because of one small desire. See, his desire was nothing wrong. He just wanted a princely life, right? But just because of one small desire, he came in this life and he polluted his entire life. Then when Lord told him, then the elder brother understood. So the entire crux of the story is, even a small desire, if we have, as Prabhupada writes, the mode of goodness, even in the mode of goodness, we have to come back to this physical body and we have to take again birth and rebirth. And there our life starts and our life becomes hell. So even being in goodness, it's a good platform, but we should never get attached to even mode of goodness. As one saint is there in Vrindavan, he always tells that material life, household life, grihastha life is a chain, is a bondage, is a chain, but that chain is of iron. And this mutt, mandir, ashram, all these big, society that you see, this is also a big chain. That's a different thing, that this chain is of golden chain. That's why people get more indulged in mathas and mandirs, and you often we see that someone took some amount of money, someone did something wrong, someone did some corruption in these societies. So goodness is good, but we should always remember that goodness is also binding, and how things segregate, and how different things comes into different modes of material modes, Krishna would tell in the upcoming shlokas. Okay, So thank you so much for today attending this Bhagavad Gita class. So let's conclude this class today. If you have any questions, then we can talk.